My poem is about my family. It's called When. When, 1985. When, the first time I opened my eyes. When, my dad would give me anything I wanted. When was the last time I remembered my mother was part of my childhood? When did I realize that we weren't close? When did I feel that I wished I was old enough to understand my siblings and not to hang out with them in their teen years? When they were going through problems, when they were fighting over the phone, when they were joking around, when they were going out together, when they needed each other, while I sat there and only experienced what I was hoping to have when I get to their age. When I waited at night for my mother to come home. When I asked my father, "Why are you sleeping in the living room, Dad?" And the only response I got from him was, "Anak, matulog ka na, gabi na." When I knew darn well something was wrong. When the nights I would stay up and look at my mother's pictures. When 2 or 3 nights has passed by, no call, no show. When the last fight my father and my mother had. When I found out that my mother was sleeping with another man. When my father poured his tears and showed me the pain he has been holding back. When my sister ran away. When my brother got addicted to drugs, laid himself out on the streets in a rainy night in Woodman and Saticoy, and cursed my mother's name. Next thing you know, Dad and I was on the plane, headed to the Philippines because of my siblings and my mother couldn't take care of me, supposedly. Or was it because my father had enough? Or is it because the love faded away? Or is it because of me? The strength of our family has entwined slowly but surely. 10 years down, it has entwined completely. April 4th, 2001. My best friend, my enemy, my brother, my homie, my father has left me. Fucking diabetes. Can't blame the disease itself, because that's what he wanted for himself. I saw him lay there and suffer through his last stroke. It was like watching a horror movie and screaming out loud. But in the end, you knew what the result was going to be. I pray to God just to take me. Don't let this be. My father told me that when he passes away, I'm by myself, and that no one in my family would be there for me. Drugs, homies, late nights looking for somewhere to stay, looking for the love since my father passed away. Day by day, I thought of ways how and when life will repay me. But that light on the other end of the tunnel was not there for me to see. I searched for comfort, support, love, and a shoulder that I couldn't get from my brother, sister, not even my mother. As much as the pain and confusion I had inside, everything I do was tossed to the side. I always felt that my homies were there for me, and I always felt that my homies were the only ones that understood me. What I didn't realize was I was just too stubborn to see the fucking reality. Intervention is what my family wanted to do. I was just too blind to see what they didn't do. My brother told me that I was adopted. I said, "Hold on, so you mean we ain't related?" The answers came out rationally. Everything was like, "Really?" I cried at the dining table in front of my husband. I couldn't hold it because the truth has revealed itself. Truth slapped me so hard to the face that I remembered the first time I heard it. I told my dad, "Daddy Bucket." His eyes got watery, fears what I saw. He couldn't even look at me. Now I thank God he led this young man in my life. He guided me to gain strength. He showed me ways how I didn't know back in the days. He listens to me even though sometimes I don't. He gives me true love, true gratefulness, true support, true unconditional love. I wouldn't know who I would be now without him. I would not be the same. I would have been a victim of my abusive past. To my true mother, God will make a way for us to see each other. Goodbye for now while I take this bow.